It's a 24-hour game. Deposits increase every hour you survive for a grand total of
$24.5 million.
just you on your own. Trust no one, stay paranoid.
When does it start?
It just did.
Most Dangerous Game debuted on Quibi April 6, 2020. It stars Liam Hemsworth and Christoph Waltz. Dodge, played by Liam Hemsworth, is dying and is swimming in debt. Desperate for help, he turns to Miles, played by Christoph Waltz, who offers him a chance at millions if he can survive a deadly 24-hour game where he gets hunted. Before we get carried away with the review, Most Dangerous Game has some interesting backstory that I really want to dive into. Most Dangerous Game is an adaptation of a short story written by Richard Connell of the same name. In this story, a New York big game hunter falls off a yacht and swims to what he thinks is an abandoned, isolated island, only to discover he's being hunted by a Russian aristocrat who's grown bored of hunting animals. Richard Connell's short story was and still is highly influential. And when I say highly influential, it's actually an understatement. This story has been adapted countless times for film and in television, dating all the way back to the 1930s with RKO Pictures' Most Dangerous Game, all the way up to the 2020s where we have one film adaptation called The Hunt and the other a television adaptation called Most Dangerous Games done by Quibi, which is the review I'm doing right now. Both of these stories are similar but different. Different how? Richard Connell's story is about a hunter being hunted. The Quibi show is about a character who's in a lot of financial debt and he's ill. He joins the game to get himself out of the financial hole that he's in so he can take care of himself and his family. Here's where the similarities come into play. Each of the characters is being hunted by someone or somebody. Also, the writers used the issues in their respective times to frame the setup of each story and the character motivations. In Richard Connell's time in the 1920s, big game hunting was super popular, so it was awesome to see him turn the trend on its head by having the hunter become the hunted. In modern times, Quibi writers decided to tackle the issues of debt, illness, and lack of insurance. These three things motivated our character Dodge to participate in the game and be hunted for sport. Now that we got that out the way, let's jump into the review. Liam Hemsworth did a great job on the show, but the standout for me, of course, is Christoph Waltz. I was on the train watching the episode where he was explaining the rules of the game, and the way he delivered his lines made my adrenaline start pumping and my heart start racing as if I was actually there in the room with him. The setting for the story is in Detroit. I'm guessing because there's a lot of abandoned buildings that can be shot in and places where there aren't a lot of people around, but that does not take anything away from the story at all. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and for me that was Dodge's character's decisions. Because he had to think on his feet a lot, I think he actually forgot that his brain was in his head. Okay everyone, there will be some light spoilers that I'm about to go through, so if you haven't seen Most Dangerous Games, go watch it real quick. It'll only take a minute and come right back and listen to what I'm about to say. The wrinkles and the frustration is setting back into my face just thinking about the dumb decisions that Dodge's character made. In the game, crowds are your friends. Hunters can't attack you when you're in a large crowd for fear that they could be arrested by police. So at no point did I think it was a great idea to run up into a high-rise full of businesses and empty office spaces and hide in a bathroom. Another dumb decision that Dodge made was to go back to his house. He endangered his wife and his unborn child by making such a dumb decision. And who of course was waiting on him? A hunter. Aside from that, I stuffed it all down, I didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and I continued to watch the show and found other enjoyable things about it. I love the pacing of the show and the action set pieces. At times, they can be really thrilling. I give Most Dangerous Game a 7 out of 10. It's a solid action thriller with some incredible actors. I totally recommend this show for you if you love action thrillers, you love shows set in Detroit, you love people getting hunted, and you're a fan of Christoph Waltz, I definitely would say give this show a go. If you're not a fan of action thrillers, you're tired of that whole people getting hunted scenario, then I would say you should probably skip this one. So, what do you guys think about Most Dangerous Game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But before you go, don't forget to check out our partner channel, So About Yesterday. Clifton's got some great movie reviews that you should definitely check out. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell to get notified on new content. When do I put up new content? Every Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm reviewing the drama Survive with Sophie Turner and Corey Hawkins. This is Movie Complex, your place for bite-sized Quibi reviews.